Hello! Not getting enough oomph out of your energy drink? Then try an extra strength 5-hour energy shot. Its beefed up blend of vitamins, nutrients, and caffeine make it the very definition of extra strength. Plus, every great flavor has 0 sugar and 4 calories. So, for an
Hey,
energy
Chemo.
shot that really pulls its own
I
weight,
think I got the audio
extra
fixed.
strength 5-hour
Hopefully you can hear it.
Go
You
let
can
them
hear me
in the
now.
dry cleaning.
And I think everything looks like it's streaming to both.
Vitamins, nutrients, and caffeine make it the very definition of extra strength. Plus, every great flavor has 0
Hey, Chemo. I think I got the audio fixed. Hopefully you can hear it. Aha! Alright. Yep. Okay. Good. And alright. Excuse me. Alright, so that's streaming there. And on the YouTube side, oh, I wanted to test that real fast, and then we'll get a flight going here. Alright, let me just get YouTube gaming up. The YouTube gaming. And then I will get a flight going here. And see how it goes. Let me know, you know, if the video starts looking weird. I'm using Restream.io, and it looks like a pretty interesting service. Alright, well, while that's connecting, I'm just gonna go ahead. Hey, Flight Tech, how's it going? We're doing some testing here, trying to split my stream between YouTube gaming and Twitch, and I just upgraded my Sim PC to Windows 10, and I had a number of issues, but it looks like my frames are really, really, really great. Yeah, YouTube gaming site is super confusing. Just now, I should have done this before. I thought I had it on my iPad here, the YouTube gaming iPad app. But I don't. I have it on my iPad at work, so I'm just installing it now. It is very confusing. It is nowhere near as nice of an interface, if you can call Twitch a nice interface. It's nowhere near as interesting or good as Twitch interface, but look, the thing, it just got released last week, so I'm sure they're gonna work out whatever kinks they may have. And so far, yeah, and I don't know how. I guess it takes people a while to figure out what games are on there. It's it's just something different. Anytime they introduce something new and something different, it's it is what it is. People have a hard time converting, but I definitely still love Twitch. But if I can just seamlessly broadcast to both at the same time and not have to worry about any of it, then why not try and get a few more viewers on here, and this thing is taking forever to install. But so far so good. Okay, well, while that's doing that, normally I fly on Pilot's Edge. I'm not going to do that today only because of this testing that I'm doing and my Windows 10 machine. I don't want to, I think I got all the kinks worked out of my Windows 10. Okay, now let's go ahead and open. I'll finish that thought in 1 second here. Alright, let me sign in. Yes, turn on, no, sure, I'm in, okay. Flight simulator. Okay, I think I'm broadcasting on P3D. It's not showing anybody live. Hey Enzo. And I thought yeah, it's not showing anybody. I'm streaming. Oh, the game category is messed up. So prepared, there we go. Lockheed 3D. Now let's see if I show up as broadcasting live. Boom. Do I have to refresh? I don't know how to refresh this silly thing. Okay, well it shows that I'm there. Do I have to update it somewhere? Yeah, their thing. It's still in beta. Look, so it's in beta. So I guess I can't complain too much, and I'm not gonna worry about this more than I have to. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, White Wolf, how's it going? All right. You know what? We're just gonna we're just gonna do a flight and see if anybody if I see anybody jump on, because it says all changes saved. It says that I'm offline. How do I tell it that I'm online? I mean, it says. Do I tell it? It says the stream is offline. Start streaming. The status bar will indicate when you're live. Well, I am live. I actually see the stream on the YouTube dashboard. Stream options. Oh. Alright, I'm watching on YouTube. You're live. Oh, you can see me on YouTube? Yeah, I'm on Twitch. You're watching me on Twitch right now, White Wolf. I'm also streaming live to YouTube. So, Chemo, you're telling me you see me live on YouTube, or on YouTube. So, I guess the dashboard is just doing something funky. I don't know what. Maybe if I just refresh the dashboard. Ugh. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll figure it out later. All right, let's kick this puppy. So today we're going to do a tech route. I'm not doing it on Pilot's Edge because of all these technical issues. I'm the man. I'm not the man, but I strive to be the man. So tech route we're going from Lompoc to John Wayne in FS Economy. So let's go ahead. I need to rent the plane first before I do any of this stuff. So rent dry. Okay. Aircraft is prohibited from commercial operations until repairs have been made. Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess we're not going to do... Okay, well, we'll just do the flight. We won't do it in FS Economy. Man, that sucks. Somebody needs to do repairs to this. Alright, let's go ahead and cancel. Ugh. Crap and a half. Alright, not going to worry about that. Alright, so much for FS Economy. We're not going to be doing that. So let's just go ahead and fly anyways. Even though I'm not going to make any money, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Alright, so I might as well close FS Economy. Oh, did I just lock up? Oh, I had locked up for just a second while closing FS Economy. Man, oh man, these Windows 10, Windows 10, Windows 10, Windows 10. What am I going to do about you? Okay, so that's all closed. So let's go ahead and get my flight plan in. So from Lompoc, we're going to Gaviota, GVO, GVO, enter. From Gaviota, we're loading an airway, Vector 12, and we're getting off on scroll. San Marcos. Then from San Marcos, we're VTU. What is that, Van Nuys? No. VTU. Is VTU Van Nuys? VTU Ventura. I should have known that. Ventura, Victor 208. Victor 208, and getting off at SXC, so that is the island. The old Santa Catalina, SXC, and then from SXC to Seal Beach, SLI, enter, Seal Beach, and then from Seal Beach, KSNA, K, S, and A, enter. Alright. So that's all good. We are going up to 9,000 feet. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Appreciate you guys jumping in. Up to 9,000 feet. We're going to be doing runway heading to Gaviota. See which runway are we going to be taking. Been thinking about the GTN 750 is sweet. I love it. KLPC, let's see what the weather is in Lompoc. Man, everything is just so slow. Alright, let's grab the weather. So we've got winds are 290, 10, gusting 14. Right now I'm not flying on any network, White Wolf. Normally I fly on Pilot's Edge. But I'm not doing that today because A, I just upgraded to Windows 10 last night and this is my first flight. B, I wanted to test streaming to both YouTube gaming and Twitch. Oh, I do have one viewer on YouTube gaming. I appreciate the follow, Robo. Welcome aboard. Yeah, so I wanted to see about how I go about doing this. I'm using Restream.io, so it's actually working out pretty decent. You guys aren't complaining about the video quality, so I guess it's going rather swimmingly. So it looks like winds 290. So we're going to be taking off on runway 25. Runway 25. I'm going to write that down. And then it looks like it's going to be a straight out departure to Gaviota. So we'll do runway heading and then direct Gaviota. Why is my... Okay, my go flight doesn't... Seriously? Hello? Hello? What the hell? Something just locked up. Hello, hello, hello? Yeah, a ton of issues. Hello, 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 hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? What the hell? Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Okay. That was weird. Things just sort of froze up and I don't know, something just went to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, I'm having a few issues here. Let me reconnect that there. This is why I did not want to do this on Pilot's Edge. Yeah, the audio sounds good. I was getting my my FSC Hops program. It's just something just froze. I don't know if it was the flight sim. It looked like the flight sim froze because I was disconnected. My sim connect was all disconnected. So that's weird. Yeah, and then it was... Okay, so that's moving fine. I was changing my autopilot for my heading, and everything just sort of... So yeah, I'm having a few issues. I probably shouldn't be working these issues out with you guys online, because that's pretty boring. But, anyways. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. So runway heading 250, taking off on runway 25. So then we are going to be turning left for Gaviota. Okay. Up to 9,000. Maps. We're good there. Let me go ahead and put the route in on here. So we got KLPC and then Gaviota to Victor 12. Where's the S? Ventura, Victor 208, Santa Catalina, Seal Beach, and KSNA John Wayne. Alright, so now we've got the route up here. It's kind of a weird route, but it's a tech route. And that's where it wants us to fly, so we're going to do the tech route. Okay, so that's all good. I am... Where am I? Alright, so I'm going to be turning to the left and then keep the turn going left to 25. Alright, so let's go ahead and see, things just keep glitching out on my end. Oh, God. Hello, hello. Yeah, now. Hello. Now it seems to be frozen again. Oh, I don't know, it keeps freezing. Hello. Okay. Something keeps freezing up on me. I'm not real sure what it is, if it's the sim or my FSE hops program. Well, if it freezes again mid-flight, I'll disconnect the hops and see what happens. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get out of here. We're going to be making a left turn and keeping the turn to the left. Yeah, frozen. It's painful. Very painful. Something keeps freezing on me. Oh my God. The audio is fine. I hear audio. Okay, let me disconnect my FSC hops when I get unfrozen here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna disconnect this and see if this is what's causing my problems. Okay, I'll disconnect that. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if I get frozen again. Alright, so let's head over to 2.5. If I freeze up again, I know it's my FSE Hops program, the Visual Basic app that I use that connects between the two apps. That could be causing the problem. Which means I'm not going to get any moving flight data. That's okay. I would really like to get some moving flight data, but I'm going to have to figure that out later. So the data on the black bar of the screen, that's not going to be moving for this flight if indeed that's what's causing my problems. Oh, where am I going? There's no way on the runway over here? Crap. Alright. Back up. Back the bus up. I have to get onto 2.5 over here. It shows that I have a way onto the runway from back there, but I guess not. On my GTN it shows me that. Alright. But on the other hand, I am getting a lot better frame rates with Windows 10. I think. I'm going to hold judgment, but it does appear that my frame rates, because I'm averaging about, normally when I have all my avionics and all this kind of stuff turned on with Windows 10, I get about 30, and now I'm getting about 70 or 80 with everything turned on. So that's the good news. Alright, so let's get flaps 15, and let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, and it just froze. Are you kidding me? Nope, there we go. Alright, something keeps freezing up. I don't know what it is. Oh. Painful, painful. It is still freezing on me. Let me quit that app and see if that's the problem. Alright. So gears coming up. Flaps up. And I'm still freezing up. Yeah, something keeps freezing up on me. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it might be SimConnect or FSUI PC. You're right about that. Let me disconnect my iPad for the flight plan to go and see if that's the problem. Alright, So we're gonna head for, no, it's still freezing up on me. Oh boy. Yeah, something, it's still frozen. I don't know what keeps freezing here. I'm gonna check for a new update on FSUI PC like you said. But something keeps... The audio, there's something weird with the audio. Like I don't know if you're hearing that weird... Alright, let's get the GPS going here. Alright, so that seems to be following the GPS okay. Let's go direct. Alright. And we're heading back over to Gaviota. You heard that? It was like a, I don't know, it was like a, I don't know what, like some weird bell sound. It could be my GTN. I mean, need to change what, right now I think I've got it set for auto as far as what CPU it's using. Okay, I'm not freezing now anymore, but knocking on wood. Alright, everything seems to be working. It could be, hey Josh. Let me try starting back up. No, that, because air server still should be running. Yeah, air server is still running. Let me get this back. See if that causes issues. Okay, where's that now? How come it's not mirroring? turn off the mirroring. Okay, so that comes up. Let me go back onto mirroring. Aha, there. Now we got it back. Let's see if that causes oh my, all them buttons. Yep, GTA. No, I don't play any truck games. I just do I'm strictly a flight sim guy. I don't really play any other games other than flight sim. Let's see if it's the air server that's causing the freezing. Hey Mr. Omar, how's it going? Oh, well, we're not getting any freezing up yet again. And that seems to be switching okay. Well, now it's frozen. Maybe because it seems to freeze up when I switch to my iPad. Okay, so this is what I want to be a flight attendant? Yes. That's my goal in life, is to be a flight attendant. Hey, appreciate the follow, SE747. Just working out the kinks here. If you're just joining me, we're testing, well, A, I installed Windows 10 last night, and I'm having some issues. And B, I'm splitting the stream between Twitch and YouTube Gaming. That doesn't appear to be causing any issues. I don't think. Unless that's what's causing... No, that shouldn't be what's causing... If any problems occurred with that, then I'd probably just get dropped frames. So that shouldn't be causing any issues with that. But it appears that when I switch over to my flight plan to go, that's when I get a little freezing. So let's switch over to that. So that's switched, and we're not getting any issues there. So far so good. Then when I switch back to the GTN, and we appear to be okay there. So I wonder what else is running. I need to figure out what else is running that is causing things to lock up. Honestly, I don't see anything else. What else do I have running here? That. Got Active Sky running. Maybe there's an update to Active Sky. Hey, Bonanza. But it's not locking up now. You know, there is another version of OBS that I could try. This one is the, I guess there's two versions of OBS. There's the Windows version, and then there's the version, the other whatever that other version is. Maybe I should try that version and see if it's OBS that's causing the lockups. Actually, when I'm done with this flight, what I'll probably do is do another flight without OBS running, and if everything runs without any hiccups, then I know it's OBS, but obviously I don't want to turn OBS off right now because then you guys would disappear. Hey, welcome back, SciTech. OBS multi-platform. Oh, it is terrible. You can use it for FSX, but no good on X-Plane. Yeah, I'm using the regular Windows version. I haven't tried the multi-platform version. Oh, now I'm just locked up again. Son of a... Oh. Yo, yo, hello. Wake up. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, alright, now it's back up and running. It's just... It locked up for about 30 seconds. I lost... it looks like I lost USB power for my radio stack, and then the radio stack came back up. You know what? On oh, now it's locked up again. Oh, now it's not locked up again. Honestly, I'm getting incredibly good frame rates with Windows 10. I mean, I just got to figure out what the hell is causing everything to just freeze for 10-15 seconds at a time. But normally when I have all of my apps running at the exact same time, yeah, this is a PC-12. Normally, Bonanza, I fly your PC-12 in FSE, and then some guy. Oh, I know, I can't complain because you have a great rate on your PC-12. But I was really pissed off. I think last week, some guy took it and flew it all the way to Colorado, I think. And I know I can't be mad, but honestly, it's not mine, it's your airplane, and I'm working really hard to get enough money to buy my own airplane so this doesn't happen to me again. But it really pissed me off that he flew it outside of the pilot's edge area, flew it all the way to Colorado, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. And so I spent like 3 or 4 hours last week just flying it offline and getting it back into SoCal because it pissed me off so badly. But Yeah, normally I fly your PC-12. Join your group. I won't have to rent it. It's tempting. I've had a couple people ask me to join their group, but honestly, I just want to fly my arse off until I can get my own PC-12. Then once I have my PC-12, then I'm really not going to be in any hurry to make money. So at that point, I'll probably will join some groups and fly with groups, because I do like the camaraderie of flying with a group. But gosh darn it, I'm still about $600,000. I just started FSE. I only have like $100,000, so I'm about $650,000 shy of buying my own. I get stutters in FSX, but a couple of times changing OBS and FX can fix it. Plug and play are huge issues. Yeah, I thought they had changed and they had fixed all of the USB issues with Windows 10, and I think I've got, all the see, it just fucking froze again. Son of a bitch. Oh. Unbelievable. Hello. Okay, I don't know what. See, it froze again. And then I clicked on the OBS screen and it unfroze, so XSplit, yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I'm a cheap bastard Jew, and I don't like paying for anything. And OBS is free, but I guess you know what? You get what you pay for, right? So maybe I'll bite the bullet and buy XSplit, but I don't know if it's. I'm not convinced yet that my problem is OBS at this point, because I never had any. It's got to be something with Windows 10. It's almost like I lost focus on the screen. Well, let me see what happens again. Alright, so the focus is back onto FSX, P3D. So let me see what happens when it freezes again. I'm gonna click on OBS. Oh, there's a free XSplit version? Oh, if you're doing screen capture, it's free. Yeah, I don't do. There's only. Most of what I do is monitor caption. I guess I could switch it all to screen. Maybe I'll try it after this. After I'm done with this flight, I'll download XSplit, the free version, and see if I can get all my screens on there. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I should try my FSE Hops program and see if that doesn't seem to be causing any problems. Let me start that up. weird. See, now it's not capturing the screen. I think I have to have my FSE Hops program up and running prior to starting OBS, because it's not capturing the screen. Connect to... disconnect. I was going from KLPC to KSNA 650 and PC 12. Alright, so I've connected. Yeah, but you don't see it on the screen. That's too bad. Well, let's see if I get... See, I'm still pulling some really, really good frames. I'm still at like 60, which for me is super good. So let's see what happens next time when I freeze. If I click on OBS, if it unfreezes it. Because it appeared that the minute I put focus back into OBS, that thing sort of unfroze. But yeah, so far Windows, I mean, aside from these issues, Windows 10 is giving me excellent frame rates. Especially with all the crap that I have up and running. And that switches over okay. So far no freezing. Back to the GTN. No freezes. Yeah, it actually seems to be working better here. Hey G3R 1982, Framex. How you guys doing today? Appreciate you joining the test stream here. Is there anybody watching on the YouTube side? No viewers on the YouTube side. That's okay. And I've got a little cheat going now. It's probably gonna be tough for you guys to see, but I can turn it on and on. There's nothing to show now, but I have a hard time distinguishing airports from way up here. I have a hard time when I'm given a direct to or a visual approach. I have a hard time spotting airports. So I found a really cool cheat that I can... Oh, now it's frozen. Hello? Yeah, okay, so that did it. That seems to be the problem right there. So everything sort of froze, and then I click on the OBS screen and everything unfroze. So it's got to be something with OBS. So I either try the multi-platform version of OBS or I try XSplit. And I'm pretty sure I have the latest version of the Windows 64-bit. It's 0.6. In fact, let me go and look. Let me look here real fast. OBS project. The latest version is 655 beta, and I'm on 655 beta, and that's for Windows. And then the multi-platform, maybe I should try that. Because it appears, see now my frames are incredible. Honestly, I'll be super happy if if my issues just happen to be OBS for some reason. And we're flying the standard tech route here from Lompoc to KSNA. I should probably just go direct since we're not on PE, but this is what I would normally fly on PE. But yeah, it appears as soon as I freeze, I don't know what's causing the freeze, once I click on to the OBS screen, everything unfreezes. But over the ocean here, I'm getting like 120 frames per second, which is incredible. And if I can figure out this OBS issue, if my frames keep this up, I think I'm going to bump up a couple settings and try and squeeze some more settings out of this bad boy. Let's see here. You know, we're gonna cut this a little short. I'm gonna go direct Seal Beach. Just because I don't want you guys having to sit through. Flight plan, Seal Beach, activate. Activate! Alright, let's go, let's turn back to Seal Beach. Hey Lego Man. The split screen thing, I'm using Restream.io. So basically it's Restream. Yeah, the website is Restream.io. So in OBS, you give it the Restream.io's server name and the stream key. And then on Restream.io's UI, you tell it where to send that stream. So I'm sending to Restream, and then Restream is taking my stream and sending it both to Twitch and to YouTube Gaming, which seems to be working pretty good. You guys aren't complaining about the video, aside from the fact that I'm freezing every now and again. Alright, let me start descending down to, say, 6,000 feet here. Slow her down a tad. Hey, F-18. Yeah, so this Restream seems to be doing a pretty good job. I wonder if I just keep my no, that's not gonna work. No. Alright, let's see what happens next time it freezes. I'd just like to know what's causing it to freeze. Excuse me. I don't think it really helps the frames at all, as far as what you're viewing on your screen. Because I'm streaming at 720 and 30 frames, and you guys really aren't complaining. So I don't think it's really doing any harm. And of course, there's nobody on YouTube watching me right now, only because they obviously haven't found. In fact, let me see if I can go onto YouTube Gaming and see if I see me. So YouTube Gaming, I'm flying under the P3D. Maybe I should change it to, because it's not showing me, not showing anybody. Let me get out of this, start it up again. I don't know how to refresh it. The YouTube Gaming site is kind of wonky. Alright, so Lockheed Martin's not showing anybody streaming live, which should be me. So my YouTube, see, and it says that I'm offline. I don't know how to fix that. I see the stream. It says live. I'm watching it live. And Kima was on there. Maybe I need to go to channel settings. Oh, maybe that's... Do I need to change... No. So if I go back to live streaming on the YouTube, it shows the category, yet it shows me as being, well, it's beta, so what do you want to do for beta? There's not much you can do about it. But if you go, I don't see myself as being live on P3D. Live streaming now. Put in P3D. Channels. Games. See, it should show. It should show who's streaming live, but it's not. I don't know why it says the stream is live. Oh well, I'm gonna play with it offline after I'm done with this. So anyways, my cheat, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can turn this on and off. So on the upper portion of the screen, when I turn my cheat on and off, it shows in red lettering the field name, and the field name hovers about 1,500 feet AGL over the field. So I can tell Zamperini is right in front of me, Long Beach is to my 12 o'clock, about 5 miles or so. Goodyear is to my, 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is Compton. And so this way it helps me to find, like, when I get, when I get it only does it when they're 10 miles out. So when I get, 6-5 Zulu, the field is 12 o'clock, 5 miles out, report in sight, blah, blah, blah. I can't see the actual field, so I'm like, until I'm practically over it. So by that time, it's just way too late. So this way, I can either turn it on, I can turn it off, and then I can see Long Beach is hovering above Long Beach, so I can see, okay, well, there's Long Beach, there's the field right there. So it's a little cheat for me. It's quite a big cheat, actually, but that's okay, because this ain't for reals. Anyways, I found it very useful to cheat sometimes. But I think, yeah, see, now my frames are dropping, maybe because I'm in a more populated area. Oh, excuse me, now I got the hiccups. But I haven't frozen in a while. It's kind of weird. So I'm 25 out from John Wayne. See, now my frames are hovering in the 40s. I was gonna say, since my frames were so high, I'm just gonna turn up my settings and I'll be able to see the ground textures a little bit sooner. But I guess I'm not gonna do that. So we can see Long Beach is right there. We can see Los Alamos Air Force right there, and then Fullerton is a little on my 11 o'clock. So it's kind of a nice little cheat for me. It's weird, I haven't froze lately. Maybe something was going on in the background. Maybe I should check my pretty sure I've got it turned. Oh no, psh, I spoke too soon. See, and it froze again. Maybe I should check my antivirus, but I'm pretty sure I have that antivirus turned off. But maybe Windows 10 turned it back on for some reason. Then I'm gonna have to check to see what else is running in the background. And I think I'll do another flight, but I'm gonna do this offline with you guys not around and see if OBS is what's causing the freezing. If I could do a whole flight without any kind of freezing up, then with OBS turned off, then I know that's the OBS is the problem. I'll whittle it down. By next week I'll have all my issues worked out and I'll jump back on. And we'll do a real flight on that's the Air Force Base right in front of us, and Fullerton is over to our 10 o'clock. Excuse me. Alright, so let's start heading down to 4,000 feet, since we're going to be crossing Seal Beach in a couple miles. And we'll get down to pattern altitude of, I think it's 1,500 feet. And then I'll do I'll right base into 20 right. We'll enter right base 20 right. Alright. So I shouldn't see it yet. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're 10 out. So taking the autopilot off. Oh great, we just froze. Yeah, froze again. I picked a fine time to freeze up, Lucille. Alright, so we can see John Wayne. Or at least my little cheat of John Wayne. Yep, I'm overspeeding, I know. And we'll enter base. And then I'm just gonna, since I'm a little too high. Slow her down. Alright, flaps, gear. Still super high, I gotta bleed off some speed here and some. There we go. Yeah, I love this little cheat here, because there's no way I would have been able to see the airport with my eyes. Ridiculous. Alright, there she is right there. So we're entering right base here. It's just about pattern altitude. Gears down, all green. Got flaps at 15. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn final. And hope I don't freeze up just at the right moment. Alright, I'll turn off my little cheat there, since we already got the field made. I'm still I'm getting about 60 frames, so it's still. So I'm very, very happy with Windows 10 in regards to that. But I am not happy with OBS. If indeed that's. It turns into OBS being the issue.
$500.
Alright. My yoke is really touchy. Alright. Not bad. Well, at least it didn't lock up on me on my way down. Wow, wowie. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to park it right here. And hey, thanks, Josh. Yeah, this little cheat that I'm using really helps me at least see the field ahead of time and prepare my approach properly. Because without it, by the time I see the airport, it's just way too late, and I'm either too high or too low or not lined up or whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna try a few things here. I'm not gonna keep you online because I gotta deal with OBS and play with OBS and see. I'll try the multi platform version, and then I'll try the XSplit and see which if it indeed is OBS that's causing me grief. But I appreciate everybody coming in and watching, you know, this test stream. Hope everybody has a good rest of your Sunday. I couldn't really see the cheat mode on. Oh, I should keep that a secret. Yeah, it's a little hard. They're little red letters, little red words above the airport. But yeah, it probably is really hard for you guys to see it, so shh. Okay, forget it. Forget I even said anything. Forget what? Alright, anyways, guys, have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm going to sit here for another hour or so and play with my settings. I appreciate you guys being guinea pigs. See ya.